Hey there, I'm here showing off some of the new Frozen books that I've gotten over the last few months. I haven't been collecting a lot of Frozen lately because of the fact that I am kind of just waiting for the next big Frozen release, which would be Frozen 2, and that comes out next year. So I just figured to hold off and not collect a whole lot of Frozen right at this moment. But if I get something incredibly huge or something, I'll definitely share it with you guys. But I've been getting a lot of questions about the books and which ones I've gotten recently. And I figured I'd just share the Olaf's Frozen Adventure ones that I've gotten, as well as just a few little magazines or whatever. But like I said, not very many here, like usually. I have quite a few. But here's the Olaf's Frozen Adventure novel. And this is like all the other novels where it's just basically a more extended version of the short. So this is a very detailed, sometimes a lot of added content to the story versus from what you saw on the short. But it's really nice if you're really big into knowing a little bit more about the story. It's really interesting, and there is some clips from the short as well, and they're kind of subtitled a little bit. But yeah, it's a really nice book, and Olaf's on there, and he's all glittery and stuff, so really cute. This one, I think, yeah, this one retails for $10, so $10 US. Then I have the Cinestory comic, and this one came out after the short released. Some of these came out before the short came out in theaters, but this one came out afterward. And this one is an actual scene by scene of the short. So this one's definitely a must have, I think. I really like the Cinestories. The only thing that I don't like about this particular release, and they've done this with other ones, but sometimes they do better ones than this one, but they choose like almost like a newspaper quality type paper to print the images out on. So the scenes come out kind of low quality. Like they're not high gloss pages in here or anything. So it's a really cheap looking kind of paper to print the images out on from the scenes. So yeah, that's my only fault with it. But other than that, I mean, it is a really nice book. So I do like it. Next is some more, I think this is more juvenile, I guess, for littler kids. The Holiday Surprise booklet, and this one has nice art in it. I do like the Disney art for the children's books. It's really nice. And then there's a little window there you see through. And it's just a little shortened telling of the story. There's another little window type scene. And there you go. But it's really nice. I really do like the children's books, and sometimes these creative ones really nicely detailed and decorated or whatever, so I like it. So it's really nice. The Cinestory one, I forgot to say, this one was $10 as well, but this one is $8.99, so it's $1 cheaper. Next is the Golden Book, and the arts for the little Golden Books anyways are really cute and like cell-shaped characters, and it's just another sweet telling of the story, and the art is really cute. So yeah, I really like little Golden Books, and they're rather inexpensive. This one's I think $4.99, yeah, so really cute. And then this one's a little bit more pricier, I think. I think this one was like, yeah, this one was $13, because this is a very interactive book. It lights up. See? When you turn the page. And I don't know how the front cover is supposed to work, because when you open the book, it makes the lights come on, but once you close it, it turns the lights off. So I don't know how this works in the front cover, but as you turn the page, there's different lighting effects. You see there? So it's really cool, and the art is different in this one than all the other books that I got. So there's only a few pages in this book though, so it's not very long. But I did like the interactive effects of the lights and stuff. I thought that was really nice, and it does have a battery change area in the back. And then here is the read-along storybook and CD. And I have quite a few of these for the Disney sets. I really always loved these. Like, back when I was a kid, there was record versions, if you guys know what that is, of vinyl records. And then they had the cassette tapes. And now they're doing like CDs, and even CDs are starting to slowly disappear. Now you can watch books like this presented on your cell phone, so it's gone a long way, but it's a read-along story. You do get the CD, pop it in, and it pretty much reads page by page the whole story in here, and you just read along with it, so it's really quite nice. And I do like the art in this book. This is the traditional art style for the Disney books, and it's really pretty. So yeah, this one's definitely a favorite of mine from the ones that I got. And now I have a coloring book. I don't know if there's any other coloring books for Olaf's Frozen Adventure, but this is the one that I did find at Walmart. So you only get 4 crayons, which is not nearly enough to actually color this book. But if you got really small kids, that'll be enough for them. But the pages are nice, and there are activities in here. Like, you do have some puzzles and stuff, but the pages are not all Olaf's Frozen Adventure. There is, like, other stories in here, so it's not exactly true to what you think that you're supposed to be getting, but all the Olaf's Frozen Adventure stuff is at the very beginning of the book, as you can see. But there are some stickers on the first page, so that makes it kind of nice, and these are all from Olaf's Frozen Adventure. So not a bad book, but kind of misleading. It is $4.99 for this one, and I keep forgetting to tell you the prices on these. I'm bad about that, but this one, I think, yeah, this one was $6.99 for that one. And with all the small golden books, there are big ones. So this is the big golden book for it, and the art style is definitely a lot better in this version. Not that the other one's bad, but it's just a little bit more high quality. The pages are glossy and very, very colorful, and you do get a nice look at the scenes, but some of these scenes are featured in the read-along storybook. So it's really whatever you want. This is a large format book, so I do think it's worth it for the large format. This one is $10.99 retail, so definitely like it though. But now we'll talk about some of the magazines, and I'm still collecting the magazines as they're coming out. I do not have the newest one. I haven't even seen that one yet for May and June, but I have the first few from the year. And this one is for January and February of 2018. And if you've seen my other book videos, then you'll know. But this is, of course, a little activity book. There are some stories in it as well, but mostly activities. But it is a nice magazine series, and you can get a subscription of it if you want, or just pick them up wherever magazines are sold, I guess. And that one is for, yeah, January and February. And then there was the March and April one. And this is the last one I've gotten so far. I'm still looking for the other one, which would be number 20, but this one's 19. And still, activity book. There's some comic strips in here, some games. Definitely fun little magazines, these are. And then I got the 2 magazines that came out when Olaf's Frozen Adventure came out in theaters. They had one, I think this was the first one. We'll look at it first, and then they came out with the second one. And these are kind of pricey, actually. These magazines here are only $4.99, but these ones here are, I think, $10. They're kind of pricey for what they are, but if you're a big fan, I think that they're worth getting. But that's just me. There are posters in this one. Sometimes there are posters in these ones, but these are, I think, higher quality pages. No, the posters are higher quality. Yeah, but the pages are just kind of basic newspaper type almost. But there are little activities in here based all on Olaf's Frozen Adventure, so there's nothing in here but Olaf's Frozen Adventure. But it's a nice book, and you do get the poster and stuff, so it's whatever you can afford, I guess. And then this one here is the same way, but it has different stuff in it. There are posters in this one as well, but the pages are, again, just the newspaper type print. And there are more activities, a new poster, or 2 new posters, and more activities, that kind of thing. But it is nice. I do like that I got those, even though they're kind of expensive. And then lastly, this is not really a Frozen book, but I found it at Walmart and I thought it was kind of interesting, so I'd show it to you. It does have the characters, the 2 main ladies in the Archie comics dressed as Anna and Elsa, and I thought that was kind of nice. In here, in case you're wondering, there are fairy tale versions of the Archie characters in those fairy tale worlds, and it's like a retelling. But there's not one of Frozen in here, so yeah, I was kind of disappointed in that. I was hoping there would be. But I thought I'd share anyways, and this is a fan art, in case you're wondering. You see it in the background. This is a fan art my friend sent me from Australia. She went to a convention there and got it for me. I'm not sure who the artist is. There's her signature. Or their signature. But yeah, it's really pretty. But I hope you like this little video. It's just a little something quick that I decided to share before I put all these books away finally. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Alright, bye.